Hello and welcome to the second draw of the Yale SuperSpiel. On sheet A, we'll have SUNY 2 playing Hamilton 1. On sheet B, Colgate playing Hamilton 2. And on sheet C, RPI playing Bowdoin. The teams are just getting ready and the draw will start in about 5 minutes.
Because usually when people have job interviews, they dye their hair a different color and grow it as long as possible. Dry hair today.
Okay, so the teams are now getting ready and going on the ice. They are just flipping for hammer.
Sorry, I'm chewing food right now.
That's fine. So I am
Which one?
Trey from the Yale Curlers, and I'm joined by Patrick Wang,
Also from the Yale Curlers.
who just got off the ice and having a
You don't need to remind me.
zip-off Sprite. And so this is the second round of first round matches in our pool play Bonspiel. Everybody's stretching, and in 2 minutes they can ready to get going. So on sheet C, which is where we start, RPI will start off with their lead, Will Muldowney, who is going to try to throw center guard. I think that's what his
Shall we introduce all the teams?
James Cassidy is calling for. I can go on.
Oh, I was just going to try to figure out who's playing on which sheet. So we have SUNY 2 versus Hamilton 1 on sheet A. On sheet B, it will be Colgate versus Hamilton 2. And sheet C, as Fabian said, is RPI versus Bowdoin.
And the teams are taking their time to get started.
Where's the Hamilton sheets?
Hamilton did not give me their sheets yet.
Oh.
So also we have some
we know their
fun
names,
facts about some of the teams, which has been given by us, and we're currently trying to figure out where those sheets are. We'll get there. Okay, and games are on all three sheets. SUNY placing a nice centerline guard on A. Hamilton a slight off-center guard on B, and RPI seems to be a bit deep and
just through.
Skip
Yep.
Heidi Best
On C.
just sweeps it through the house. And now she is calling for a corner guard. No, for a center guard.
Do you have the Bowdoin sheets? Bowdoin throws their first stone. Looks like they're trying to get the current corner guard, but it might not curl enough.
And
it just hogs.
It just hogs. So nothing to play yet on
Sheet C.
Now the second attempt from Skip Will Muldowney to place a center guard on C with the red rocks. Will is from Brooklyn, New York, and he is majoring in computer anthropology.
Look at you, flawlessly introducing people.
That definitely looks like better weight and a nice line. Starting to curl now on C, and they can sweep it just over with 4 people sweeping the rock. They get it just over the hog line. Nicely placed, but
very high center guard. Sheet A, it looks like the shot by Hamilton 1 was missed. And put up a slightly off center guard on sheet A.
But no harm done. With a bit more weight, there could have been a risk of promoting the opposing yellow in B.
Sheet B was a tick shot.
And B is now trying to just draw behind their guards. Relatively standard setup on sheet B.
On sheet C, Bowdoin's trying really hard to get the stone over, and just hogs again. SUNY Poly on sheet A puts up a second center guard. This one a little bit higher. On sheet B,
the attempt to draw behind him, too heavy, sadly.
It just looks heavy.
It was a nice line though.
Yeah. And back house, and it's a 10.
Half guarded by their own yellow. And now Colgate is asking for a draw behind their corner guard. From Cameron from Botnell, Washington.
I had to think about it too. WA. It's quite impressive musical talent. He plays 3 instruments. I'm gonna have to ask him which instruments later.
Now it's slowing down.
The shot's looking pretty nice. It's pretty deep. It's gonna be a little deep.
But it's gonna stick around, and it's gonna outcount the yellow on sheet B.
It's about half guarded.
Half buried, maybe a third.
Yeah, maybe a third buried. Yeah, you should be able to see all of it from the center of the ice. SUNY just released their, I think it's like the first vice stone. Oh no, still the second stone. Second stone. Released by Gabriel Faraday.
Yeah,
I think that's his name. Who's majoring in electrical and computer engineering.
Now on B, the take to take out the red that has just been placed looks a tad narrow and just misses it.
Whoever wrote on the SUNY polish sheet in orange ink was quite mean. I don't think I should read these out loud. They're pretty funny though.
So we asked some of our curlers to wrote some funny facts about some of their curlers, and some shouldn't really be read out on.
I feel like it must have been Jeremy.
Anyway,
who wrote these extra comments.
You see a beautiful setup for RPI, a nice center guard with a counting shot, and they are
a top 4, which is really nice.
Perfectly aligned. Now Kylie is trying to ask Izzy to sit on that red to sort of push it back a tiny bit. The line looks nice. Sweep is working hard. Might be a bit wide.
Yeah, I think they overswept this. That was never near the guard. Yeah, and it's just right by.
That's a shame. It was a very nice attempt, but misses both reds.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been the worst thing to hit the center guard. I think they probably overcalled the sweep there. You open it up, at least you give yourself a chance to make the hit.
To get rid of that annoying guard.
Yeah. On sheet A, SUNY Poly looks like they're sitting 1-2 with 2 center guards. And Hamilton is just going to attempt to draw around here and try to outcount both the SUNY stones.
Now the first drop from third Zach LeBlanc from Schenectady, New York, who's majoring in biochemistry and maths, and who would like to say hi to his parents and his sister. So if you're listening in, you can feel greeted.
I will also say that Zach unfortunately lost his curling shoes before this match.
Yes, so it'll be different for him to be back on a slider.
I'm very curious to see how he throws this shot.
So Kylie is calling the same shot that she just called for Izzy.
Yeah. Ooh, a tough shot. That guard is very high, but he's got to get pretty close to it.
It looks a tiny bit wide.
Yeah, it looks a little wide.
Coming out
very wide, actually.
About 4 feet off the center line.
Yeah, more than that.
You can see it coming in.
Yeah, it's heavy too. It looks like it's gonna bump the back yellow.
No, it's gonna get through.
And just right past. Yep.
But as we said, it's difficult when you're used to curling shoes to get back on a gripper.
I know. So challenging.
No hard feelings there.
Yeah.
I'm sure as he gets used to sliders again, he'll get
Hamilton on sheet B here is attempting to make a hit through the port. And it looks like it's just going to overcurl. And go right through the back.
No, it's going to sit on the yellow in the back.
Sit on the yellow, yeah.
And as you can see on sheet B, the back yellow is still counting in case you're interested in. So
it looks like Hamilton here is shot stone.
Yeah.
Colgate is second rocks. And then Hamilton has 2 more stones in the back. If they can get rid of this red, they can sit 4. But Colgate throws first here. And it looks like they're coming right back down to the back yellows.
Thomas from Bowdoin is asking in the chat who's adjusting to sliders instead of shoes, and the answer to that is Zach
LeBlanc.
Is now drawing his second rock.
Say his name very French. LeBlanc.
LeBlanc. I don't know how.
It's like a League of Legends character too.
He lost his curling shoes, which is why he is going back onto sliders, at least for this game.
You know what that means in French, right?
Yeah. So now he is trying the similar shot on the other side.
No. He's trying to draw on the outside, yeah.
A bit wider, a bit lighter, ends up being.
It's gonna be a corner guard. No.
Now
it's a bit late in the end for that, unfortunately.
We are now coming to
shots earlier. That would have been okay.
Skip rocks on, like the last 2 shots on all 3 sheets.
Did I tell you I played hockey with Louis LeBlanc back in the day, who played in the NHL.
Is this your interesting fact
about LeBlanc?
Yes.
Yeah.
So on sheet A, you can definitely tell that Hamilton is in a lot of danger there. If now the yellow in the 12 foot on the right on sheet A gets taken out, they might face
give up an N of 5.
And give an N of 5.
Yeah. It's not great.
It's not great, but given the format of the tournament, it's not the end of the day because
Hamilton looks like they're trying to draw in here, and they're pretty light and leave a slightly off center guard. But it plugs the hole, so it means there's no easy way for Cole to get in there. They're probably gonna try to play a tap here. This looks like what they're talking about.
So on sheet A, there was an attempt by, excuse me, by Hamilton 1 to either draw in or guard their yellow, and they just ended up with a very high off-center guard.
Skip stones on sheet C from James Cassidy, who's from Westwood, Massachusetts. His major is partially broken glass flowing.
Yes.
I think that's what it says.
Yes.
Can only what trees? Can't read some of their handwriting.
Can only... Nope.
Nope, I give up.
Sorry.
So can only something down trees is this interesting fact.
So Pat, if you were Bowdoin, what would you do? It's on sheet C. I mean, I think it's relatively easy. You just have to get onto that red, but do you think that's actually there?
I mean, you can try the run back here, which just looks like what they're talking about. If you hit it right on nose, sure you leave a center guard, but almost certainly both the reds go.
So this is what Kylie
And I think that's what they're calling. That's not very much ice, especially with this handle on the outturn. But if she can generate that weight, she can make this shot. The peel's not bad either, but I don't think there's any draws. Unfortunately, because of the way the two red guards are lined up, you really can't get to the button coming from either side. Like, you'd have to come through that red-yellow port on the right, and that's pretty tricky.
Interesting.
Especially if you want to try to... I don't know if you'd be able to outcount the red that's on the button right now.
Relatively upweight, a bit wide.
Yeah.
It needs to curl more, I think.
They're getting on it. They're sweeping. It looks pretty light.
No, it's not light.
It's not that light.
It's
just going to be a peel.
It's peeling the guard, which is a nice plan.
Yeah, which is a fine shot. I mean, it gives you the option of hitting it potentially for one after. But Bowdoin is in a bit of trouble. I think...
Especially as Bowdoin has...
RPI is also counting in the back, correct?
Yeah, but
I can't
Bowdoin
see from this angle.
So you now really have to put that guard back up.
What's up?
What time do you plan on coming tomorrow?
Probably around noon.
Would you be able to drive Jen home?
Who?
Jen home.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time's their game?
She plays at 2:30, and all the other cars are coming in at 9.
I can drive her.
Okay, so now James Cassidy with his last drop on sheet C, trying to put up the guard that Kylie just removed.
No. And the stone is off. Yeah, it looks heavy to me.
This is definitely not a guard.
Guard all the way. It's already on, it's still on the guard on the left. They could probably get a little nick if it doesn't overcurl. Oh, they got the nick. But it's a little too little of the stone.
Front of the house. Somewhere.
Yeah.
If this was planned, this was a great shot. But I do think the guard would have been slightly more prudent, because now the center of the house is relatively
slightly more prudent. That's what you're gonna go with.
Yes.
It would have been significantly better if they had made a perfect center guard there.
Anyway, now
at least Kylie a shot at a hit.
Kylie is
for
not
one.
As wide. Now this is a good line.
They're on it right away.
Pretty much knows it might overcurl a tiny bit.
Yeah, it might overcurl.
It's a lot of weight. No, it's curling.
It's curling a lot.
Oh, no.
It looks like they're gonna get about half a rock. They might get the roll over.
She will not stick.
No, she will not stick around.
Red deflects. So if you want to have a look what the situation looks like on C, it looks like
it's one red, 2, 3 reds for sure.
4 reds, I think.
Yeah.
We'll see as they hang the score.
Yeah. Just overcurl on her touch.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
It was a very good shot.
Yeah. Looks like 4 to RPI to start this match. Steal 4.
Okay, so let's just update the
scores.
Online scores. So on sheet A, the first end, SUNY scores 3.
Could have been much worse. Could have been a 5.
On the second end, we have Hamilton scoring
1. And these matches are all underway.
And on 3, there are 4 to RPI. And we are now going to switch the camera. back to see where they're shooting. Honestly, the center guard was a tad heavy, so Kylie asks. Sorry.
Matt.
Exactly, Matt Henry from Madison here in Connecticut asks him to take it out, keep a clean house, maybe sit somewhere in the side.
They're down 4. You really don't want to take too many things. I mean, it's still early in the match.
I mean, you could take, and if you roll to the side.
If you roll to the side, it's fine.
And
but,
then you can, and this was as good as about half stone.
But it's out. It's out. Yeah.
Had it set on the side, I think that would have been a nice stone, because then you rely on the opposing lead to
make it hit out to the outskirts.
And things can happen.
Things can always happen.
An interesting fact about Matt Henry is that he has jumped over 1,800 times consecutively on a pogo stick, and he wants to say hi to his entire
That is
family.
a great, interesting fact.
I think so too.
A lot more interesting than mine.
I will tell more interesting facts about you when I'm gonna.
Well, I don't know if I'm playing much more this turn.
We'll see.
But feel free to announce anything you want. I have nothing to hide. No dirty little secrets.
I have heard that your interesting fact was about tapeworms.
Oh, yes. I mean, I didn't know what else to write.
Okay, now that...
It looks like RPI is throwing the center guard here.
Much nicer weight-wise.
And it's just a little off-center. It's a very nice shot. Hamilton started off with a center guard here, and the second stone's going to overcurl, and it looks like it's going to be a corner guard set up for Hamilton. It looks like Colgate wants to throw a corner guard here on the other side.
Colgate chose their beloved red stones. Oh no, they were assigned their red stones.
On sheet 8 here, SUNY Poly has a corner guard. And it looks like Hamilton's going to try to draw behind it.
And it looks as if it's on the guard, it's going to split it off.
Or SUNY Poly is going to try to draw behind it, sorry.
Oh, unfortunate. The small nick on the guard from Hamilton by the Colgate team is putting their guard slightly behind their corner guard. It's still visible.
And it looks like SUNY Poly draws to the top 4. Slightly behind their guard.
Hamilton now in response is trying to split the house so as to make it harder for Colgate on B to score points. The rock's coming and looks heavy to me, right?
Yeah, it looks pretty heavy.
I think
it's just through.
Maybe through the house.
Oh.
The line was nice just by the...
RPI's shot here looks a little heavy too. Kai's going to try to sweep it. And she doesn't really have to do much. Looks like it's out on sun. And now the shot by Izzy, the second for Bowdoin. Looks like they're going to try to draw behind the center guard. The ice is quite nice today. It was quite fast, even in the first stand.
We have had our lovely nutmeg ice crew out earlier this day, and tomorrow they have to be in here at 5 a.m. to get ready for our 7 a.m. drill.
I wasn't even used to it. I went out on the ice in the previous match, and I was shocked.
That's positive.
Yeah.
It's really nice ice.
It really messed with me though. I'm used to having to throw a lot more weight to get stones to go where I want them on this ice, but the ice has been very, very nice. Compliments to the ice crew.
Yes. And all the nutmeg helpers who have been doing the...
And Michael Cohen, who's slaving away in the kitchen.
Cooking and everything.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it without them.
Looks like RPI here is going to try to draw behind the center guard as well. This stone looks a little wide and a little light. Looks like it's just going to be a corner guard. Hamilton on sheet B is trying to draw around this corner guard, but they're also light and narrow. It looks like Bowdoin's going to try another draw here on sheet C.
Exactly.
Right behind the center guard.
Exactly the same rock. that she tried to do before.
I'm not used to multitasking with 3 sheets, by the way.
Yeah.
This is like a challenge. Colgate's trying to hit this yellow, and they just nick it and push it a little more.
Nick off the red.
Yeah. This looks heavy too by Izzy.
But if they get a nick, it might be just perfect.
No, it's gonna hit too much of the rock. But it leaves another center guard, which is not bad.
And
they got rid of the red.
Gets the red just
out of play.
The house, but not out of play.
Oh, it's right in play.
There, and somebody's going
They're gonna talk about it.
In play,
it looks like it's in play there.
It is in play. Just about.
It's okay, it's a catcher. For another stone that's not gonna count.
Exactly. So let's have a look at sheet A because we haven't put much focus on sheet A.
Yeah, we should get more attention to sheet A.
Up by 3, now has 2 in the house and a...
Jeremy's not going to be happy when he hears how little attention I've given his match. Looks like SUNY Poly sitting 2 here with a slightly off-center guard.
Jeremy is skipping. Jeremy says that his interesting fact is that it's his very first time curling.
Which I'm going to call BS on.
That we have seen Jeremy on the ice.
He wants to say hi to Aaron.
4 years before.
I think they all want to say hi to Aaron.
Yeah.
Hi, Aaron.
So,
where's Aaron? He should be here.
Aaron, if you're listening. Hi, Aaron.
Where's Aaron? I played him earlier today.
So Jeremy is putting another one, trying to get in one more behind the guard.
I feel like it was Aaron actually who wrote all these interesting facts.
Oh, that could be it.
For the SUNY 2 team. Seems like something Aaron would do. Funny guy.
2 minds whether he wants to guard or draw behind, but it looks like a draw behind.
Looks like Colgate was trying to make it and hit the guard and spilled over, but they did open up the center a lot, and they have a shot on this yellow. But Hamilton's first going to try to split the house. Force them to draw off against 2. Potentially down the road. SUNY Poly looks like they're trying to put a stone somewhere in the center here. They're getting on it. This weight looks pretty good. Maybe a bit heavy. And bumps their own red.
Third red in the house.
Right onto the top 4 for it. Hamilton stone looks pretty good here. Maybe a little heavy. Skip from Colgate. Emily Schweitzer. She's going to try to bring this a little further back.
So one interesting thing about the format of this Bonspiel, which is a Schenkel format, is at the beginning teams play each other depending on their availability for an early or later draw time, but then because of the reseeding that happens, we'll have stronger teams playing stronger teams and teams that didn't perform as well in the first round playing similar teams, which means that as of tomorrow we are expecting much closer games than we do tonight.
I'll take your word for it, Fabian.
Thank you.
Sure. Looks like Colgate's here is going to crash in the red, but they're going to bring their own red in. And it looks like it might be counting still. Wow, what a fortunate turn of events. Looks like red is sitting 1 now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, some TLC in the background.
Cohen? Yeah.
I don't mind this background music though.
No,
but I think we're not allowed.
I don't, but sometimes there can be some issues for, you know, if there's, you know, YouTube in the background.
we should just stream the TV instead.
Exactly. Now we have a lovely atmosphere in the room, so you know.
Looking forward to the dance competition tomorrow.
Oh yes.
And the karaoke. Should be fun.
What should we sing at our karaoke?
I know, Bohemian Rhapsody.
I think
it's your go-to.
Like a great idea. Although it's not really going with our theme, which is childhood memories and memories of the 90s and early 2000s. But
I mean, you can have memories of Bohemian Rhapsody.
I think so.
So skip stones. James Cassidy of RPI. There's the stone. Looks like they're trying to draw by this red.
I think they might
but
tap their
I think
own
they're just going to tap their own in.
And they do.
And they do
get
just
on
that.
The other side, so it's still.
They got a little bit on the inside. It's just about T-line weight, and they stick out a bit, but they're counting stone now. And Bowdoin's electing to go for a draw on the other side,
What would you do if you were Bowdoin here?
I mean, down 4, this end doesn't look like it's going very well for you. I mean, at most you're scoring 2, which is fine, but when you're down 4-0, you almost want the blank just to give yourself another chance to score a big end. So I'd probably go for the hit on the red if it was me.
And then maybe you're lucky with a good roll.
Yeah, if you get a lucky roll, you might be able to go for your 2. And if you spill out, it's not a big deal. They still need to make a shot in order to prevent the blank. I mean, the thing is, there are 2 center guards, so if he gets anything behind, it's going to be a steal probably. Yeah. Or a draw against 1, depending on how well he buries. So the stone by Kai's release, and it looks really narrow and light.
So it might be on the guard?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be on the red guard.
And it's quite heavy, so you might even promote it in, but...
You think it's heavy? I think it's light. I think it's really light. I think it's like a 3. Yeah. It doesn't do anything.
But I think the option of the blank might still be there depending on the outcome.
Depending on the shot by James. Yeah. It skips stones on sheet B as well. Looks like Emily Schweitzer's first stone.
Yeah.
Emily is from Ithaca, New York. She's majoring in biochemistry and math. And she taught her dad to curl and played with him as her vice this summer.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's very cute. She would like to say hi to her mom and dad. That's pretty adorable.
I love that.
No. The stone looks a little wide, but it's curling in a little now. Looks like it's going to be 4th stone. It looks like right now Colgate is sitting 1, Hamilton's 2, and Colgate is 3-4.
Yeah.
So if they can get rid of this yellow, they can put up a big end.
Now the pressure is on sheet A for Hamilton because they have to
they're sitting as a bunch.
4.
Yeah.
Against SUNY, a good end by Jeremy and Elizabeth and their team.
2 stones on the bind. The only positive for Hamilton on sheet A here is that there's no center guard. So if they just throw something with some weight down the middle, they might be able to get rid of a couple and sit 1.
Have a look at the situation.
Maybe not sit 1 because the one on the side looks like it's still touching 4 foot, but they could at least get rid of the 2 standard stones. If they just hit nose or even a little off nose, like high side from this side, they can get rid of both of those pretty easily. It makes things a lot better. Easier said than done, though. No shot and curling's guaranteed.
That's true.
It looks like Kylie's trying to throw a draw here, but that's already on the 2 center guards. The 2 yellow guards. They should be playing the tap at this point.
Or the take for the blank.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to get to the red on the side for the blank.
Just out. No, it's too heavy.
No, it's too heavy.
That's a shame.
It's just going straight through.
Like 1 red.
It's going to be a steal of 1 for RPI here. Oh, great shot by Hamilton. They nick off their own and to counting stone. They're just biting now. If you can switch to sheet B, we can just see how much of that yellow is available. Because I think the shot for Emily here is either going to be the run back or the hit. It looks like she's calling the hit with this much ice. Try to just get rid of this yellow to sit 4. It's got to be a bit down weight, though, if they want to stick around and still count. You definitely can't throw normal at this. It's not going to curl enough. I think she's just trying to hit as much of this yellow as possible. And just get rid of it. As long as she gets rid of it, they score 3.
So Emily is...
Just releases the rock.
Release the rock.
Looks a little wide.
It's difficult to see, but it looks a bit wide.
Yeah.
It might be on the outside.
I think it's on their own red.
No, the outside.
Yeah. It's on their own red on the outside. And it's going to be 1 yellow here.
Yep.
1 for Hamilton. Steal of 1. The run back might have almost been easier because you can hit anywhere from nose to inside to make that shot. But it really depends on your level of precision. Either way, it's a steal of 1 for Hamilton. Steal of 1 for RPI on sheet C. And it looks like SUNY Poly stole 4 to go up 7-0. So Fabian's busy updating the scores.
And they're all.
I'm assuming you were all these, Aaron. I was calling you earlier.
But they really
You
want
did
to say
not.
hi to you. No,
They all want to say hi to you.
just want to let me know
Yeah.
they're supporting me.
They really like you, clearly. You're very popular. Who used the orange egg? It really wasn't you?
No. Well, actually, that was my suggestion.
What?
That was my suggestion, but no, I didn't
Yeah.
write that.
It's actually true?
No, I know that it's true for her.
Okay.
She said that.
Sorry, I shouldn't be talking on broadcast to you. I don't think anyone else can hear you.
But that's obviously not true.
I know, I called BS on Jeremy curling for the first time.
Anyway,
Is it Faraday? Gabriel's last name? Okay. It's hard to read people's handwritings. You would think I'd be used to it, since my handwriting is so bad.
well, you have a stereotype.
I deal with bad handwriting on a daily basis.
Well, anyway, let's get back to the games.
James, okay. Sorry, Aaron, I can't chat with you anymore.
Now, C
You're no longer welcome.
C already playing very fast. Already
Yeah.
3 rocks in
They already
play.
have 3 playoffs in play. 2 stones in the house for RPI here. Bowdoin has 1 in the back.
Kylie trying to get the rock out. Although I would actually quite like to
Draw on
either
top of it.
freeze or
Yeah.
draw on top of it. Yeah.
Down 5, even though it's early, you want to throw a little less weight usually. Try to give yourself a chance to score big on. And so it looks like Matt Henry here releases a shot. Looks pretty good, maybe a bit heavy, a little wide.
No, I think it
looks pretty good though.
It's a nice shot.
No,
Exactly
it's
what you
curling
want.
now. It's going to roll over to the left. Not same play, and
it's
jam on the
jamming.
yellow. They probably overslept that again. They need to curl a couple more inches.
That's a shame. Now
On sheet
RPI
B, Colgate right now looking to draw behind the corner guard put up by Hamilton. Looks a little light. They're really hard. They're really swooping hard here.
really great effort by the sweepers.
Yeah, just another corner guard, which is not bad, especially when they have hammer.
Now RPI playing their third rock at the end on sheet C. Just trying to get another one in, really.
SUNY Poly throwing here. They have 1 stone in the house already, and they're gonna try to draw another one behind this corner guard.
The one with the paper rolled in it should be ours.
Yeah.
Looks like RPI threw their stone through or hogged, and now Kai's gonna call another hit on this red. This top red.
Now I'm going to make one suggestion. I think we should put up the game of the Nutmeg team, which is currently playing down at Coyotes Curling Club in Arizona, because they are now up, I think, for their 2nd or 3rd game. So we might want to put that up.
Who are you talking to?
To the void of Nutmeg Curlers watching. So if they come to the club, they'll see Ed at all playing. There's a mute button.
I know. It's
While
too
you're
late.
eating, use the mute button.
Where's the mute button?
It's underneath that. It's like the round thing. Just press it inwards, and then it should be mute. As you can say something, and then you can see over here. See, this is you. So now you've muted.
Okay.
And there's also
I'm
a light
unmuted.
on the microphone,
Great.
so you can see. So when you want to talk to others,
I can mute myself.
yes.
Or everyone can just listen to my lovely voice.
Anyway,
I don't think I should ever be muted. Looks like they're calling a hit here for Bowdoin.
yep.
Inside
Izzy
out.
is
And they're
trying to
going
get
hard
the
on it
back
right
out.
away.
Really good sweeping.
Trying to hold it as straight as possible.
And it's just gonna nose it, I think.
Just a little, yeah, on the inside, I think.
Just on the nose. Did they get
Great
the
shot.
Nice shot. Well done, Izzy. Good shot.
Great shot by Izzy there.
Now, again on sheet A, we again see SUNY with quite a few rocks in play. 3-1 is just biting.
It looks like for RPI here on sheet C, they're going to call a hit on this back yellow. Sheet B, there's a bunch of corner guards. There's a stone in the house as well for Colgate. And Hamilton looks like they're going to try to draw something in here. Hamilton also has a stone in the house, but not behind the guards. The shot by RPI looks pretty good. It's a little wide, but it's pretty light, so it's curling now. It's going to just be a little off nose. It might roll out. And it does.
What's really nice about this spiel is because of the location of Nutmeg Curling Club, many parents come and visit their children play and watch them. So our warm room is nicely filled with parents from all over the country watching their children as they come to Nutmeg to play.
Sound like you're saying an ad on parenting or something.
Basically. Hey, I'm the one who's married.
Nice shot. Don't reveal your age to our listeners. Think of all the bachelorettes who are hoping for a chance, Fabian. They just dashed all their dreams. Zach with a nice shot on sheet C. Gets rid of the redstone and leaves the center guard.
Now, let's have a look and see if that's actually a center guard or that might just about be
I don't think it's
biting.
in.
No, it is not biting.
But so close you can split it in if you want to. Looks like RPI here is going to try to draw behind. Well, sheet B here, Hamilton's still trying to draw behind the guard. And this shot looks really nice. Great shot by Hamilton. We look at sheet B just to see how buried that stone is. It looks really, really nice though.
It looks pretty much completely buried.
Pretty much perfect, I think.
I mean, you might be able to see it here better.
Yeah, it's a little overburied, which is exactly what you want.
It's perfect.
And coming through that port is really tough. Really, really tough.
The shot by Isaac on sheet C was a bit short.
Pretty sure it's Isaac.
Yeah, sorry. But he also said he started in a one-man adaptation of 2.5 Men. So I'm very interested in how that worked.
Aren't there like 2.5 men in 2.5 Men?
I think there's two and a child.
Yeah, so half a man.
Still three. 3 people.
So how does he do a one-man adaptation of 3 people?
Different wigs.
That's illogical. I don't think it's possible. I'm going to call BS on Jeremy curling for the first time. I'm going to call BS on doing a one-man reenaction
I'm pretty sure
of a
there's
3-person
going to
thing.
be a YouTube video of this. We'll see.
Alright.
Now,
What will be your job to look for?
Elizabeth on sheet A has just thrown her, I think, first rock, second rock. Yeah, her second rock. She obviously also, like everybody on SUNY, says hi to Aaron Bailey. And she is from Little Falls in New York and studies psychology and interactive media and game design.
Oh, game design. That's cool. Coolest major I've seen so far today. Maybe James with the partially broken glass blowing.
Whatever.
I don't really know what that
synonym
means.
for.
Yeah.
Nice shot on A by Hamilton. Slightly pushing the guard out as well as putting their own yellow in the house, which is now buried.
Yeah, Hamilton's looking really good here, sitting 4.
Oh, I meant Hamilton on A.
B. Oh, Hamilton B is doing really well.
Yes.
Hamilton A looks like they're sitting straight.
Especially because I don't think there is a draw
Stay behind the guard, yeah.
on B.
Yeah.
So
Looks like they're going to try to make a hit here. Looks like Emily's going to attempt to throw a double takeout, probably. Maybe a little to the outside is yellow and get rid of the one on the bun.
So Emily gets ready to release her
Yeah.
first.
I don't know if you stick around if you make this double, but at least it makes it a little bit better.
It's a setup for her second rock.
Yeah.
So
There is a triple there. If you hit a little...
And the rock is on the way. Very nice.
If you just gave me this look, like, triple, good one.
Well,
They're trying to hold it.
Nose on the right.
It's just like its right noses. Oh no, just kidding. It's going to be really far inside. And just roll out. Just overcurl on them.
It now opens up the center a bit, so it is now really...
That shot on the button is so overguarded though. So overberry that I don't really know if it's worth it to try to draw down to it. I mean, you probably could get there, but the run back is probably a bit more precise.
It's a long run.
It is a pretty long run back, but you just need to get close to nose. Like if you try to make that draw, at least you can count the other 3 stones. But I don't know if you get all the way there. You definitely can't get rid of it. You definitely can't get rid of that yellow. Not that you would anyway.
No, I mean, this is a tight end. There's no. You just want to make sure that
Yeah.
you are not gonna
Give up again. Yeah.
Exactly.
You can't give up before here.
And there are 2 very evenly matched teams.
On sheet A, Jeremy's drawing here, and it looks really light, and it just ends up plugging up a little bit of a gap. It's just a mess. Giant wall on the center line. Hamilton here is drawing on sheet B, and they're a little wide and light, and so they just put another stone in the house, but it doesn't really do much as long as Emily can outdraw it. And it looks like she's going to try to do. Maybe use that back yellow as... Well, I mean the yellow on the button as backing, potentially. But she really can't hit the guard here. That's the only thing.
Okay, so on B, Emily is now...
Yeah. On sheet C, Kylie's going to throw this hit. Try to get a hit and roll. She looks really wide, though. They're calling the sweep right away, but she looks very, very wide.
She might get a wick of her own red.
On sheet C?
Oh, sorry, of the red.
No, she's yellow. She's trying to... She's just not even going to cut close to the red. She's really wide the whole way. Oh.
Now, on B, the most exciting game of this draw, Emily is releasing her rock.
And it looks really heavy.
No, but she
It's
has
really
some
heavy.
backing. I disagree with you.
I think it's really heavy. I don't know why they're sleeping. It looks really heavy. It's just going to be heavy and wide.
Well, I think this is why you're my skip and I'm not your skip.
Yeah.
And you're completely right. It is sadly through the house, missed it by about half a foot.
She would need to just make sure that was in play, but that looks like a steal of 5.
A steal of 5.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
So much for the closest match of the night. I think you jinxed it. I blame that on you.
Sorry. Sorry, Colgate. That's on me. Please don't.
Yeah.
Don't
Fabian will take
angry.
responsibility if the rest of the match doesn't go your way. Wow, this microphone's sensitive. It can hear the ice in my drink.
This is why you mute things.
I don't want to mute things. Because that would mean I have to unmute myself. So where work.
Okay, so just as
So in sheet C, at the start of the 4th end,
we have
RPI hogs their stone.
so as a
Now it's the
quick
first
recap
stone for Bowdoin.
to somebody who's talking too much. A quick recap on sheet A, SUNY 2 is leading 7-0 to Hamilton 1. Sheet B, Colgate trails Hamilton 7-0, and RPI against Bowdoin is up 6-0. So now let me switch back.
Thanks for the recap.
I know.
This sheet C game's going a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Their whole end ahead.
But again, they might be up in points, but at the end of the day, for a lot of the seeding, what really matters is how many points.
Oh, sorry, they're not up. They're not up a whole end. Only sheet A's pretty slow. It looks like here Hamilton's gonna try to play a run back. Yellow into yellow onto the red. ambitious shot, but it's definitely there. They want to hit basically about half a rock here, run their yellow into the center guard yellow,
Let me
and into the red.
quickly put this up for everybody so you can see it. Where's the far A?
Now pull sheep A. This is
Far
they
A.
let go of the rock. I can't tell from this angle.
It seems like we have no camera on far A.
Oh, sorry. It was SUNY Poly trying to throw a run back, red into yellow into red into yellow. My bad. I thought it was SUNY Poly. I thought it was Hamilton who was trying to throw the rock. Looks like Hamilton is still sitting one here. This is a really hard shot that Jeremy just attempted. Second stone for lead Matt Henry on sheet C.
There we go.
And he kicks off the red guard here and rolls to a little behind T.
Just getting some water. We're back.
You never laughed. We can hear you going to get water. You announced it to everyone. Great work. Looks like RPI here is trying to draw behind the guard, but they're just really narrow. This is going to overcurl by a mile. And it doesn't do anything. Just ends up being a corner guard. Kylie here is calling for a corner guard to guard their stone in the house. And they're really scooping hard here. But that stone looks pretty good weight-wise.
You mean on sheet B?
On sheet C, sheet C.
The best
And
wishes.
it's looking really good. It's a biter in the house and it's guarding. It's a perfect shot.
Best wishes to Izzy's family and the Tarnby Curling Club and her hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. And now James.
Second for RPI here. Ross Lannister. I can't read the handwriting. From Lincoln, Rhode Island. His major is pre-med and fashion.
And it looks like he's successfully taking out the
This yellow.
that Izzy just played.
And he's going to get a nice roll here.
Very good weight.
Really nice way. It's a beautiful shot. Ross is most known for dying in an episode of CSI Miami. And he wants to say hi to Eric Rutledge.
Now Kylie is trying to return the favor to RPI and trying to get a hit and maybe even more of a roll on the red.
I can't tell if these interesting facts are actually facts. You know what I'm saying?
It could be. I think we should talk to people after the stream and take them on here and ask them.
Have them we should put them. We should have a lie detector test or something. And that Bowdoin just rolls out of play. RPI Bowdoin there tried to get rid of the redstone and they just missed the shot. And it looks like James Cassidy is going to call slightly off center guard to guard their stone that's currently counting. On sheet B currently, I can't tell if the back stone for Colgate is counting, but they're for sure sitting one right now.
Well, let's have a
And
look.
Hamilton's going to try to draw behind the quarter guard here to outcount the Colgate stone.
It's really hard to tell from the angle.
Yeah, it
I
looks a
would
little
be
out of play.
inclined to say
It looks like it's
it's
not in
not
house.
counting.
Sorry, not that's what I mean. It's in play, but it looks like it's not in the house. So Hamilton manages to take their three. I'm sorry, their one in the third end. in Sheet A, and now they are down 7-1 to SUNY Poly 2. RPI here on Sheet C makes a really beautiful guard, and they guard up their counting stone. That stone placement is almost perfect. Leaves the stone in the house just a little overburied. Looks like Kylie's going to call for a shot in the house and kind of guarding their own stone. I wish I had the Hamilton sheets so I can say their names. On sheet B so far, Emily's calling for a draw in the house, and it looks like it's just a little heavy and a little narrow, but it's going to stay in play. And it's going to leave Colgate sitting too. It's pretty good if you want to try to get back in the match. They really need a good score here after falling down 6-0. Oh, thank you. Sorry, what? Yeah. Appreciate it, thank you. We don't have any of their interesting facts for Hamilton, too, but at least we have their names now.
Are they not? It's not them? Emily, Jennifer.
No.
There we go, that's them.
You sure? Oh, it is.
Yes.
They must have changed one of their members, though. There's one that doesn't match. I'm assuming Taryn is their lead. Alright. We can finally talk about Hamilton, too. It's currently on sheet B, I believe, right?
Correct.
Okay. So Hamilton 2's team is Amy Glanzer at skip, Molly Healy at vice, Gus, I'm going to totally blow his name, Huiskamp at second, and Taryn Kai at lead. Taryn is from Sichuan, China, and he's majoring in math. His interesting fact is he walked here. He doesn't want to say hi to anyone. Kind of a loner. That's mean of me to say. I'll be more polite from now on. Gus is from Mansfield, Massachusetts, and he's majoring in history. And his interesting fact is that he hunts toads.
Wow.
I think it's hunts, right?
Yes.
Not hurts.
Hunts.
I don't know what's worse.
It's hunts.
Okay. Also doesn't want to say hi to anyone. Molly's from Reading, Connecticut. It's not too far from here.
Exactly.
She's majoring in biology.
Says, hi mom, hi dad, with a smiley face.
Yeah, hi mom, hi dad with a smiley face.
And she
It's
has
very
seen
friendly.
Hannah Montana, which is their team name.
Yeah, that's perfect. Hammer Montamer. And finally, Amy is from Lynbrook, New York, and she's majoring in chemistry and Hispanic studies. She has two sisters, and they are in age order alphabetically. Alyssa, Amy, and can you read that one? Angie? Or Andy? I think it's Andy.
And Nana's? Andy?
And she wants to also say hi to her mom and dad.
So hi everybody.
Yeah. That's friendly.
Now let's get back to matches and see what's
Well,
going
you can
on.
give an update.
On B, Colgate is sitting 4. 3 or 4 at least. I think they're sitting 3 in the house. So maybe this is the time for Colgate.
Oh, I think I found... This is Hamilton 1.
Come back.
Let's talk about Hamilton 1.
Sure.
All right. So Hamilton 1, their skip is Jay Carhart. Their vice is Ryan Wall. Second is lead is Emily Moy. And second is Jennifer Fleming.
So their lead, Emily May, is from Cohasset, Massachusetts, who is majoring in economics, which I think is a great choice, given That's what I did.
You and your econ.
Of course.
Gross.
And she is a chocolate Jimmy enthusiast, and she wants to say hi to her dad.
And Jennifer's from Easton, Massachusetts. We have a lot of math people.
Maths and econ.
Yeah, math. And she's majoring in math and econ. Econ, gross.
And she has been to all 50 states of the U.S.
Pretty sure I've been to like 10 or 11.
And
Not
she
even
wants
close.
to say hi to Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
Ryan is from Northampton, Massachusetts, and he's majoring in computer science. And he's a whitewater rafting guy.
Oh,
it's very cool.
fantastic.
That's exciting. Yeah.
It's a good compliment to curling, so you have something to do in summer. And Ryan wants to say hi to his mom. And that leaves Jay,
Who's from New York City.
majoring in history.
And he's heir to Richard Nixon. J spelled backwards is J.
And he wants to say hi to
I feel like that's not true. I'm pretty sure J backwards is Yaj. And he would like to say hi to his mom and dad. It's Yaj, right?
Yes, it
Okay.
definitely is Yacht.
I'm not crazy.
Now, Hamilton, while being 6 up, are in a bit of a pressure situation because Colgate
Saying 3? I
has
can't tell.
Hammer and is currently, I think, 3.
At least 2.
No, I think at least 3.
At least 3. Okay. I believe you. I can't tell from this angle. James Cassidy on sheet C, skip RPIs. Looks like they're going to crash into.
And Hamilton,
Don't guard.
this looks heavy. This looks very heavy.
Yeah. Looks like it's just going to hang around. Oh, no, no.
Is
It's
she
going
gonna
to go
get it
just
out?
through.
It is out.
Great sweep by Colgate's Vice. Who is.
Kate.
Kate. Of course, we should know Kate.
Sorry, Kate.
Kate.
Afterwards.
We've played with you before. Kate is from Alexandria, Virginia, and she's studying economics. Why so many econ people tonight?
I think.
And studio art. Studio art's really cool. She once got away with switching classes with her identical twin sister.
That sounds like a film.
Yeah, it does sound like a movie.
Okay, now.
It's like Parent Trap.
Is this Emily? Yes, this is Emily's.
Kylie's trying to get rid of the red here, and looks like it's going to be a really nice
Is this
shot.
Hammer?
And looks like Bowdoin sitting 2 here. And they scored 2. They scored 2. That was Hammer. And Bowdoin's on the board with a hit for 2 by Kylie. Very nice shot by Kylie.
And now, Hammer, and this could be Colgate being on the board. Just a draw for.
Draw for 4. And they're right back in this match.
Let's see.
You tried your best to jinx them last end. If they can get this in and counting.
And the sweepers are on it.
It looks good though. They don't need it. It's
Sweep
fine.
hard, guys.
No, they don't need to sweep it. It's heavy if anything. I wouldn't touch that.
Okay.
This is wide skip. It's fine.
Oh no!
No, it's gonna be fine.
Perfect. Very close. So,
Great shot by Emily there to score 4 for Colgate. Get them right back
Okay.
in this match.
So 4. So that is 6-4
Yeah.
for Hamilton 2 against Colgate.
Yep. And Kylie with a nice shot to score
Maybe
2
I
to get
was-
back in this
may-
match.
Maybe I was right about the closest game of the evening.
I think you're right. I just think you did your best job to jinx it by messing up Emily's last shot last end.
But anyway, great.
Sorry,
way to come
Emily.
back. Great way to come back.
It's Fabian's fault. That's what I tell him when our matches too. We miss a shot. Even if I'm the one who threw it, it's Fabian's fault. He didn't sleep hard enough. I don't think anyone could ever say that to you, by the way. Fabian didn't sleep hard enough.
I'm surprised
like
my
it
glasses
never-
are still intact, actually.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised you your glasses or something. You know when you wrote that you needed new glasses, a new glass for Utica?
Oh.
I thought you meant new glasses because you broke your glasses from sweeping.
So they haven't put up the score. I'm pretty sure.
Fish is
on
4
TV
though.
It was 4.
Yeah.
But we will see. We will see soon.
It's a great shot. It's a great end for Colgate to get right back in this match.
And also for Bowdoin.
Yeah.
Get another.
Sheet A is very messy. We should report on it though. It looks like the SUNY Poly is frozen on a stone for Hamilton 1. That's
Let me show you what Patrick
Yeah.
is talking about. This is the situation we're at.
it's really close who's counting. I think it's SUNY Poly though. And they're like that little corner frozen essentially. It's gonna be really hard to get rid of that red.
So the only shot that's left in this end
Yeah.
is Hamilton. So if you were Hamilton, Which way would you come?
I mean, I think you try to get rid of the red for one. I don't think you can get rid. I don't think you get rid of both
This
reds.
is not hammer. They actually have
2 shots.
2 yellow, 1
If
red
they have
left.
2 shots, then you can draw to the corner of this red, and then with your next shot, throw a hit. But if you want to score a lot, I think you have to get rid of this red and roll over. So you throw maybe a hack weight, get to the outside of this red. I think that's what they're calling. Roll into the 8-foot, and then with your next shot, you hope Jeremy misses. And Jeremy's a good curler, so that's never a guarantee. But then you can hit this back red for potentially 4 to get right back in this match. Or you can make the run back on your own yellow into the back red to score 4. But you really have to get rid of this top red stone because it's a really big problem. Like, if you get to the inside, you jam, which is not great. But if you're going to jam, you're better jamming on this shot than the last shot, obviously.
So let's stick with this for now, while on the other sheets I can just tell you it's basic setup shots.
Yeah.
being thrown
So
at the
Terrence
moment.
throwing his first shot for
But
Hamilton on sheet B.
This is the chance for
Grace's
Hamilton
first.
to come back into
Yeah.
the game on sheet A.
Yeah. If they can make a couple of really nice shots here.
Yeah.
On sheet B, Colgate's first shot by Grace McDonald-Gagnon. I'm going to pronounce it very French. From Pelham, New York. She's majoring in psychology, and she's also a radio DJ. That's really cool. I like a lot of these interesting facts.
So now
For
here's the
WRCU
rock coming
FM.
in, and
Oh,
they take
jams.
their only,
But that's not okay. That's
It's
okay.
it's an okay
That's okay.
outcome.
The
They
bad
can
part is
raise
they
it.
froze onto their back yellow, so that's
So
no
it's still
summon
in
ever going to
play.
count.
There's still things
But
you
the
can
2
do.
still in play. They can still potentially, yeah. They could potentially run it back into the red and roll. It's going to be hard though.
Yeah. Well,
It's going to be hard to score 2
let's see
with
how
the setup.
Jeremy reacts to that new situation.
It looks like he wants to just get rid of this yellow and try to shoot through the
And
gap.
doesn't
But
have-
if he
doesn't have
jams,
the
that's
pressure.
horrible.
If he gets
Yeah.
if he gets
Up a big
steal
end.
of 1, that's fine.
If he's really comfortable with his hits, though, he gets rid of this yellow to make sure they don't score anything but 1.
And he is fine with that. He's happy
Yeah.
to give him the steal of 1.
Yeah.
So let me very quickly.
Grace
switch
would like to
over.
say hi to Ellen and Richard.
Who
I
is-
just wanted, I don't know. I'm just saying Grace.
Oh, Grace.
The lead of Colgate would like to say hi to Ellen and Richard.
So as you see, while we just focus on sheet A, on sheet B and C, you are not missing too much, and this is also the visual confirmation that indeed on sheet B it was 4 for red in the last end.
And they're right back in it. It's a 2-point game. On sheet C, RPI put up a center guard, and they have a stone in the house a little to the side. Cameron Payne, the second for Colgate, from Bonnell, Washington, which we struggled with it earlier, is throwing a draw here. I'm going to try to draw behind the 2 corner guards. But it looks a little wide and potentially a little heavy too. He would like to say hi to his parents and Uncle Jim, who is learning how to curl.
Okay, now back onto sheet A. This is Jeremy's.
And Cameron's rock's just heavy and straight through.
So this looks more like a draw. Or is he trying to hit his own red here?
And run it back into the yellow? Or
No,
tap
this
it?
is-
I don't think so.
No, this is a take on
I
the
think he
yellow.
either takes it out or he puts up a guard. I think those are the only options he's probably considering.
It's the manufacturer. It's always like.
I do want to comment that one of the RPI curlers is curling in shorts. Come on, check who it is.
Ross.
It's Ross, I think. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Curling with shorts.
Richard is asking.
Free until 8 a.m.
Alright, and we're back. We have to answer another member's question. It looks like Bowdoin made a really nice hit here, but they're going to roll out a play. And it looks like RPI is corner frozen onto their yellow, so they just hit their own redstone here. They should be able to get rid of this Bowdoin yellow. Hamilton here looks like they're making a tap on their yellow, but they're only going to score one, I think. Oh, but SUNY Poly has hammer.
Yeah.
That's a really nice shot. Actually, I don't think Jeremy can really get rid of that. And it looks like Hamilton's in good position to steal one. Let's go back to A.
This is A.
Yeah, that's pretty corner frozen. I almost think he just draws here for one. I don't know if there's any shot to get rid of that yellow.
They have different attack times. Those are ours on like off nights. Because I know like everyone's around the hype, he's like, and Scott is playing on Wednesday in Norwalk.
Kate of Colgate is throwing her first shot. Looks like they're trying to make the hit on this Hamilton yellow. And it's looking pretty good the whole way. Just hits it nose. It's a really nice shot. And now Colgate's sitting too. The comeback is on, I'm telling you. Sheet B. Kate just made a really nice hit and stick.
And let's go back to this. Sorry, I missed this. I'm the person who's responsible for the direction of the cuts.
A nice shot by RPI here to sit two. And Zach here, curling on a slider. He's going to try to make a hit.
But
it looks like it's over curling by a lot.
No,
they're trying to hold it, but it's going to roll out on the outside either way.
But, 50% of the job done.
Let's give that a 25% shot.
Okay, now this is... I'm going to go over in a second because Jeremy is getting ready to throw the last drop of the fourth end on sheet A.
Is he calling a draw or some really tough upweight hit?
I think it looks like an upweight hit on the yellow, which is just behind T. Jeremy is settling down. He's concentrating, taking aim.
Taking a long time.
Kneeling down.
You can comment on Jeremy. Look at that beautiful
Pushing,
form.
Releasing.
Comes out. It's quite a lot of weight.
Sweepers are on it, but
Sweepers are not doing anything. They're just watching
now
it.
They're sweeping hard.
Trying to keep it
it's
straight.
by the guard.
By the guard.
Coming in.
And beautiful shot for one for Jeremy. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful shot.
There we go.
Great shot for Jeremy to score one there after Hamilton set up a very nice end. Alright, let's get to the other sheets. It looks on sheet C. Kyle here is trying to throw a hit on RPI shot, but this looks a lot narrow all the way. I think it's over curling. They might get a piece of it, but they're 100% rolling out. They might not even get a piece of it. Yeah, it's just pass. It's a little light, a little narrow. On sheet B, it looks like Hamilton made some nice shots to sit one here. And Colgate's sitting two. And it looks like Hamilton's just going to try to draw another one here behind the corner guard.
No. And also, all else. And also,
On sheet C here, James Cassidy is drawing. Currently sitting two. This looks a little heavy. He's going to tap his own stone. And it's a pretty good result. I mean, he's getting 2 above the tee line and 3 in the house, which is a pretty good setup.
Okay. So,
Kylie here is going to try to throw a hit on one of these reds. Shot looks pretty good right off her release. A little wide, if anything. She's got to curl a little bit more. It's coming now. But probably still off the outside red and out.
oh,
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
The tiny nick on C just
And now,
promotes it behind and
Yeah.
leaves it half buried.
I mean, either way, they have hammer, so it's going to be... Oh, no, they don't have hammer.
No,
They're
because they
it's
just
not
scored
looking
2
good.
in the previous end.
Yeah. RPI is sitting 3 here. They put up any sort of guard. Going to force a really tough shot just to prevent anything. But the way those stones are set up, there's not really many places to draw either. They come from the right, they'll hit that red guard, the top red stone, and they come from the right, they can't outcount anything really. So Bowdoin in a lot of trouble on sheet C. On sheet B, it looks like Hamilton's still sitting 1, and it looks like they're calling a draw through that port. Emily's going to attempt here to come through the 2 yellows and sit shot stone. They also have the option to hitting the yellow all the way on the outside to sit 2, but that's a tricky shot. It's pretty far outside. James's shot here is a little heavy here for RPI. It looks like it's
Sweeping out the back.
just out of play. Yeah, just out of the back.
Zach.
No.
On B,
So they only
first
score 3.
shot, is this
And RPI is up 9-2.
No, this is
No.
her last drop for Colgate on B.
Yeah, they're trying to
Trying to
sit 1.
Yep.
Try to sit 1 here.
And then hope to steal 1 to really tighten the game.
Yeah.
Sweepers are on the rock directly, sweeping very hard, trying to hold it very wide. It's definitely by the yellow. Is it deep enough to outcount the... Why did they sweep?
I don't know if it's deep enough to outcount the other one. It's hard to say. I think it's still
let
yellow.
me go here. Sorry. This looks like
Still yellow to me.
counting.
It looks like it's yellow 1, so Hamilton can try to draw for 2 here.
Yep. Honestly, I think
So skip Amy Glancer here. I'll have a chance
with 2
to
down,
draw
I
for 2.
think if it really stays to just getting 1, I think.
RPI
Colgate
here
is not
puts
gonna
up a
be
corner
too
guard.
unhappy.
Yeah.
They play
You won't be
fast
too
and
unhappy if you go up to 2 here, but you prefer, after scoring a 4 to make this a match again, you really want to either give up a 1 or steal.
Yeah, but the 1 I think is a very nice.
1 is fine, but 2 is a lot worse.
Yeah,
You can almost say it's twice as bad.
almost right.
No,
Now again,
approximately.
just as an update, on sheet C, 3 points for RPI in the 5th.
I already gave that update. You're behind the game.
Sorry, I was talking to other people.
No. On sheet C, it looks like they're calling a hit for Hamilton here. Trying to get rid of the redstone on the house, well, on the bun, or at least in the 4-foot. But it's gonna overcurl by a lot. They might even hit the no, they just threw everything.
So Amy
First stone
now
for Bowdoin
trying
here. It looks
to
pretty deep.
Draw
Skip
somewhere in
James
the
is trying to
8th
get
foot.
through, and it gets right through.
Trying to get somewhere in the 8th foot
Yeah.
to get 2 points.
Hamilton just needs to touch 8-foot. Not even. They just need to touch 12-foot. But this looks a little heavy potential.
And it seems
They need the
heavy.
nick. They
They
got
get
the
the-
nick. Don't touch it.
Sweep. And is
No,
it
no,
gonna
don't
be
touch it.
so
Don't
lucky?
touch it.
Nope. And nobody
It's 2 for
can figure it
Hamilton
out.
here.
So
Got
that
the
was actually-
nick. They needed it, I think. It was looking pretty heavy.
Yeah, I agree. So
It's a good, really good
good
result.
outcome.
Yeah.
That is 2, but still the game is now, still open. Although 4 down again, but Colgate has shown that they can definitely score.
Come
4.
back. Yeah, they can score these. Yes, they have shown they can score 4. Good observation.
Thank you. One could think I'm an economist.
It's a good thing you're an economist. Only an economist could have made that sort of observation.
I agree.
Yeah. It's a good thing there are a lot of economists on the ice right now. And Bowdoin tries to draw here, and that's a pretty nice shot. I mean, it's a little high and it's totally exposed, but it means at least for the time being they kind of rock. Without any hesitation, James is going to call the hit here.
We're now going to switch back to the near houses where most games happen, and the game on sheet A at the moment is relatively lopsided, so we're going to focus on the other two games.
Oh, what a relief.
But if something happens on A, we'll obviously
It's going to be hard
update
to
you.
focus on 3 games. It has been hard to focus on 3 games. This looks heavy for the hit and a little wide for RPI. You got a little nudge on it, but it's not going to get rid of it. It's actually going to bury it for them.
No, I think it's...
No, you're right. It pops out, but it's not easy to throw out there.
Yeah.
I would say that's an even better spot if they're trying to score. Which Bowdoin needs a bunch of points now.
Yeah. Now, Bowdoin...
Bowdoin's going to call another drop behind. Yep.
No, Bowdoin I think is calling for another guard. But I think at this stage
I don't
we
think
really want
so.
some points.
That's a lot of ice, though. But I mean, I think they want something in. It's already past the 5-guard rule, so it's not like anything really.
Yeah.
This looks heavy, if anything, too.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
I think it
it's
might
just
stick around.
it might stick around.
Just
That's really close.
No, I think that's out.
It's out. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Any missed shot now is lost points, lost potential.
And now James is...
You know how I feel when you do that, right, Fabian?
Yes.
Throw it through when all we need is anything in the house.
And I know exactly your expression in your face.
You know
when-
exactly
as
my
you-
expression.
So I know how they feel.
I would say I've been pretty chill this year, though.
So now James is actually asking Ross to
Yeah.
throw that rock, and it looks
It looks
good.
pretty. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I think they should stick
So,
on it.
they should stay on it. It looks light.
It's gonna
Yeah.
slow down, but gonna nose it. You
It's
can't
gonna
see because,
it's gonna hit it and bury it.
very
That's
nice.
a great
Don't
shot.
flip it.
That's a
Fantastic
really
shot.
nice shot. Yeah,
That was really good.
pretty much
Ross.
perfect.
Just behind T,
Yeah.
perfectly buried.
Yeah,
So far out, very few rocks were thrown there. That's very
Yeah.
odd.
gonna be hard to do anything now for Bowdoin. They're gonna try to count it with a draw, and I think that's the correct call. They just need stones in play. But that shot by Ross was fantastic. It's like a perfect shot in that situation.
Now,
Izzy here is gonna try to
second
draw.
attempt to
Yeah.
Draw again feels heavy to me. I'm
Yeah.
not quite sure if you agree.
Yeah, looks heavy. Looks heavy all the way.
That's a shame.
Colgate's currently sitting one on sheet B. Hamilton just made a hit to get rid of one of their reds. It looks like Colgate's probably just going to call another draw. Yeah. I think you confused everyone with how fast Nutmeg Ice is. What Ice Crew did.
It's like honestly, they
This
do a
ice has
fantastic
been
job.
really great.
You have a very good amount of curl.
Yeah.
It's fast. It's very constant. It doesn't.
It is.
It
It's
doesn't
very
change
consistent.
in
Even on the
late
outskirts,
ends.
which I was very surprised by.
I remember just one game where we
Colgate trying to
recently
draw
had
this behind.
trouble,
This looks really nice.
and I think this is where you
Yeah.
pedaled.
Yeah.
So you
I'm
know,
not a very good pebbler. Great, beautiful shot by by Colgate on sheet B to bury behind the corner guard.
Yeah.
Colgate's sitting two and looking to come right back in the smash again.
Okay, now for all the fans of
It looks like RPI was trying to make some sort of tap or draw here, but they're just gonna leave center guard, which is good for them because they don't
let me just
have
quickly
hammer.
show
They
you
don't have hammer.
the situation on
Yeah,
A.
it's a pretty good shot by
Who's
Ryan.
Interested in that game.
Hamilton looks like they're just gonna peel their own corner guard, which is
Yeah.
a fine result. It gives you access to that red at least. But Colgate looking to score a good end here. Already sitting 2. And 1 partial buried on the left. And it looks like Emily's going to call corner guard Biter to guard up the redstone here.
And then she has a nice split house close behind the
Yeah, she
guards.
already has a nice split house, and she's just trying to get the other corner guard up. But try to make it counting.
And then she can put some more in
Yeah.
afterwards.
Zach's first shot here.
Looks heavy for guard.
It looks heavy. I don't think he's trying to throw guard.
No, sorry, I don't mean Zach,
draw.
I mean B.
Oh, for sheet B, yeah. No, it looks
Oh,
okay. It looks pretty good. They're on it right now. They're not going to get it in the house. But the line's really nice for the corner guard. It's a really nice shot.
Very nice.
Really nice shot by... Was it their second?
Yeah.
Who do that? So Cameron. Really nice shot by Cameron.
And now Amy is directly trying to call her teammates to take
Throw
out
a hit
shot.
on this red. They think they see enough of the red.
It's
I
about
can't
half.
tell from this angle. Yeah, it's about half a rock. Gotta probably throw a little down weight.
It's wide.
Yeah.
Amy is also signaling that it needs to curl a bit more.
Yeah.
Looking at it, coming in. They definitely have a piece.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to get rid of it. No, they don't have a piece at all.
That's the disadvantage of
Just missed it.
looking
From this
the
angle,
sides.
yeah. Molly just missed that shot, yeah. It's a tough
Okay, so
shot.
here's
It's a tough
now the
shot.
Great shot, drawing another one in for
Yeah.
Colgate to really get a.
RPI is looking really strong in the center too. They have one buried corner. They also have the center guard and shot buried behind it. Talk about playing with what's the term? You know when you have like extra cash and you're playing with like spare money.
deep pocket. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. There's a term for it. Not only do they bury behind because of that beautiful shot by Ross,
Okay.
but then they still manage to get a center guard
Now,
and bury behind
so
it.
Kate
It's pretty strong.
takes the corner guard.
Guard,
which
yeah.
is a
Sweep it, roll that in. Oh no, they're not touching it. It's in on its own. And Colgate's now sitting 3.
Okay, so
And it looks
Colgate
like
gets
Hamilton's going to
away
try
from
drawing
that
now.
projection. Now, if you were, do you agree with the call from Hamilton? Would you not try to
Make a hit here?
do the hit and try to get the roll to the center as opposed to the draw in?
Well, you're not going to get to the center out counting the one on the button. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
there's no angle you can actually hit and roll. Because you have to remember, hit and roll, you can't, there's only certain angles you can hit and roll.
No, I agree, but I think.
I think the safer shot is to make a hit on something for Hamilton, right?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you're up 4, you get rid of some stones, that's not too bad.
because
The
now
draw is sort of the emergency shot.
No, but look.
But
so-
you're already, yeah, you're through, right?
Yeah.
But if you miss the hit, it's the same result. So the thing is, the hit is more conservative because when you're up 4, you should probably call the hit. I'd probably call the one on the center, like the one that's touching 4-foot,
Because then you get the guard. worst
because
case.
you could potentially get the roll behind and sit at 1.
Okay, interesting.
And if you're a little wide, you can get the other one. You don't want to hit the guard. Hitting the guard does nothing here because they're drawing. Colgate's just going to draw every shot in the house right now. They're down 4. They're drawing everything in the house. It doesn't
Which
matter
is
where they
what-
put it.
Which is what Emily is
Yeah,
doing
which is
right
what she's
now.
calling, which is what Emily's calling right now. So if you're gonna make a hit, you have to be pretty sure you're gonna make it. And this looks heavy for Colgate, so I don't know if it's gonna stick
Are
around.
they gonna?
No, it's just through.
It's a shame.
That's a shame. That's like a free point there. But the thing is, you make the hit, you cut down the scoring, and then when you're leading, it's always good to cut down scoring
Yeah.
because it doesn't matter if
Because
they
if you're
score
up 4,
two,
you just want to get
because you
rid
just
of
get the
Ross.
hammer back.
Yeah.
So if you can make a double or something, that'd be really great. The draw is sort of the emergency shot where you really don't want to give up again, and it's fine to call it early, but sometimes that's almost like the last desperation shot. Because right now they're looking to give up at least 3, you know?
Okay.
It looks like calling the draw again. And at least they get a couple chances at it, right?
Yeah.
So like I think this is Amy's first shot. So she's at least going to try twice. And if she makes it either time, it's great. You save the end.
Okay.
But if you miss it, you know.
Cool.
But see, imagine if they had made that hit and stuck around, and then Colgate missed the draw just like they just now, then they can throw another hit, and all of a sudden, you're not giving up more than 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, just again for everybody who's interested in the game on sheet A, this is the situation. We don't have a camera just right above that house, I'm afraid. So this is the only view that you can get there. This is now Jeremy's last rock. And then afterwards it's yellow. So Jeremy is really
Yeah, our
trying
apologies
to
for
get
not
rid of
focusing
the
too much on sheet A.
yellow near the
Yeah.
button. I can't tell from my angle
Yeah.
if red or yellow is shot. I'm inclined to say it's yellow. But
I think they're trying to get a piece of this yellow. It looks like he's throwing hit weight. So I think he's trying to get a piece of this yellow. But what you don't want to do is hit your own red, though. Hit your own red and spill. That'd be really bad.
let's see what this is. What's happening?
He got it by the guard.
And he is hitting his own red.
red.
No! But, so it's... I can't tell.
I can't tell. I think yellow's counting, though. But it's
I
hard.
think yellow might be counting.
Alright, James
don't
throws a
think they
shot.
are-
He looks really wide here. I'm not
So your
sure
guess
what's
is as
going to
good
happen
as
with the stone.
ours on who is closer.
Yeah.
I might have to go out. And
Emily throws her
measure.
first stone here, and it looks like she's going to try to get something in the house.
So let's quickly
And this looks
switch,
pretty good.
because there's also
Got by
split
this guard. And this looks really nice. Amy's stone just stayed a little long, but I think it's not counting the one on the top. So Colgate's sitting 3 now.
I think they're sitting 4.
Yeah. And I think Amy's going to try to draw here. Again, but Colgate's definitely 3.
I think they are sitting 4, maybe even.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. For sure.
I don't have the good angle here. They might be sitting 4, yeah.
Just for everybody to see.
But Colgate
this
looks like
is-
they're going to come right back in this match based on the setup. Kylie shot nicks the red. I mean, it was always over curling anyway. But she might sit here. Is she in the house? I can't tell.
No, she's not. Yellow's not in the house.
That's not great. And it's
Okay,
gonna be a
now-
steal of 1 either. Oh, it's a hammer anyway, so it's a steal of 1 either way.
So now this is.
It's gonna be
the
10 to 2
last
now for
drop
RPI.
from Hamilton on
Yeah.
B.
And Amy's really trying hard now to make sure this doesn't
Good
go too
weight,
far, but
really
it's gonna
nice
no.
weight.
It's heavy.
Bit not too heavy though.
Yeah, it's good enough to sit third stone,
Yeah.
which means that Emily has a shot here to get rid of that back yellow to score a bunch. If she makes the double here, she can score 5. Yeah,
You could even
I mean,
call
just
it.
a heavy draw. But you need to get rid of that back yellow.
But the
Try
thing
to make
is,
things
like,
count.
Why, like, sure, if you miss, you get 2. Unfortunate. But you have a chance for 5
Yeah,
or 4. So.
and you go for the 5.
Would you go for the draw?
I would go for the 5. I go for like a board weight hit. You just enough weight to hit the inside of this yellow, shoot it out to the shoot it wide, and hit this back yellow and get them both to spill.
Because Emily's front end really set up this end so nicely to.
Yeah, for the shot, she set up this end really nicely.
Yeah.
If she gives herself a chance now to at least score 4.
But I think this looks like a draw. The ice.
Yeah, draw for 3 is fine here. Line looks pretty good. Maybe a little wide if anything. It's all about weight now. It looks heavy too. I don't know if this is coming back. That's why I call it a hit, right? You give like less ice and you just throw a little bit more weight and you make sure you get to the yellow. So they're going to score 2 here, but they could have potentially scored a lot more. I would have thrown more weight and less ice. That was like a lot of ice to give. RPI is just going to throw through here, which they should be doing when they're up this much. Up 8, you know. Yeah. But Colgate, nice response to score 2.
3?
2 for Colgate.
Okay. Yeah, they were
No.
3rd. Yeah, of course, you're right.
Amy made a nice shot to cut them down, actually. But I still think Emily should have taken much less ice and thrown a lot more weight. Because there's nothing bad that can happen if you hit that yellow.
Yeah.
There's really nothing bad that can happen. Even if you shoot it back, you're scoring 3. And if you get rid of it at all, you're scoring probably 4.
Yeah. Oh, this is the wrong view. I wanted to give you this.
We could probably watch Sheet B right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. The other 2 matches are pretty lopsided at this point.
But it also shows
Steal 2
sort
for
of great
RPI,
team
so now
spirit
it's
for
like
Colgate,
11.
despite
Yeah.
sort of twice being behind by quite a bit to sort of,
Yeah.
come back together and really move and get the points in.
Mm-hmm. Looks like RPI is going to call the hit on the stone in the house. It's looking pretty good. They're staying on it. They just for a piece, and they just nick it, but they don't get rid of it. It's unfortunate. Colgate's first shot is a little off-center guard. It's more of a corner guard. And then Hamilton's shot just looks heavy here. It's already in the house for sure. And it's just going to be a nice shot to the side.
So B and C can, if they want to, play the full 8 ends, while sheet A is just going to play 7 ends max.
They can't hear you. You might have to go on the ice and scream that.
I will do that. I shall do that now.
It looks like RPI here is just going to call the hit again. Bowdoin try to draw in, and they're just really short. And Rossi is going to try to make a hit. Looks a little wide. They're sweeping, but it's definitely light. They come off, and this shot looks like it's made all the way. This looks really good. And it's a really nice shot by Ross here.
There's nowhere else to store the built-in type. It's confusing enough when it's an electronic board, and then we're like, no. The score stays. Like bocce, like that's super great. I have no idea about
Welcome back.
Hello. I think I permanently muted myself.
Bowdoin made a nice shot here to sit one again. But RPI is just going to call the hit again. Not really what you want as Bowdoin. When you're trying to get back in the match down 11-2, you really want guards and you really want to hide behind things. You don't really want to be throwing hits. Because every time you make a hit, they're just going to try to hit it back. It's a really nice center guard by Colgate here. Can you tell if Colgate's counting or Hamilton on sheet B? I think it might be Colgate, but it's hard to tell from this view. You should switch the view, by the way.
Switch
Other side.
to this view.
Yeah, that's correct.
There we go.
Yeah, it's definitely Colgate. See, from this view, it's easy to tell. And they just put up a really nice center guard here. Colgate's going to try to steal a little here.
Bless you.
Thanks. Another nice shot made by RPI here to get rid of the Bowdoin stone. And I think Bowdoin's just running out of time here.
And rocks.
And rocks. Hamilton managed to score one in the 5th end. And cut it down to 8-2. Looks like Kylie's calling another hit here.
And it's also an upweight hit.
Yeah.
So
it really should be a freeze or a draw behind the yellow guard. This looks like it's over curling.
So it's
No, it's going to be a little off nose. It's going over curl. No, it's right on nose. It's right on nose.
So
Great shot by Zach.
Yeah. Good combination of
Yeah,
weight.
but it's just going to get hit now. Like you're not going to score points this way.
And the thing is, the RPI is a very experienced team, so it's unlikely that you can count on a series of missed hits.
Yeah, but even then, you don't want to count on that.
Exactly.
You'd rather count on that in a manner which you still score points that they miss, versus like even if they hit or spill, it's not good for you. It doesn't do anything. You really want stones in play when you're trying to score points.
That looks a bit more narrow, though.
Yeah. Isaac's shot right there. Yeah, that's gonna miss.
So now Bowdoin might have the opportunity to split the house and draw behind their own guard, or
They should drop behind
potentially
themselves,
freeze onto their own rock. Yep. That's exactly what Kylie's calling, and Zach is getting ready to throw.
Yep. Just a draw here.
Zach on the slider.
This is where, as a skip, you just say, anything in play helps. Just get it in play. Preferably in the house, but anything in play is good shot
And then you
here.
have Fabian who's going to flash.
Who's gonna flash?
And then you're unhappy.
Oh, Zach's shot is pretty light here.
But
They're sipping hard the whole way.
I think they can get a bite out of this.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get in the house. It looks like if they
Come on,
keep
sweep
sleep
up,
on
guys,
it.
sweep. Get
Soup,
something.
soup. No. Just a little short. I mean, it's close enough to split.
Yeah.
No.
Now let's get back to B, the exciting game.
Sheet
where,
B, our featured match.
It really looks very
Great shot by Hamilton to sit on the button,
Yeah.
and now they're asking Kate to try to pick out that yellow. They're sweeping hard all the way, trying to hold it out there.
Get it, come on.
It's pretty close. The shot looks pretty nice.
It looks very good. Now those
Oh, no,
sweepers
they
are
won't-
getting off, so it comes.
Oh.
It's by the guard, and they get
What a
the
great
lead.
shot!
Fantastic.
What a great shot to pick it out.
Woo.
You were never gonna stick around, but that's a fabulous
That's
shot.
really nice. Great shot by Kate.
Great shot by Kate. That was really nice. We're gonna try to make another
Now
hit
Amy
here.
is trying to call to replace the
Yeah.
same shot again.
And the shot by James is good all the way. Beautiful shot. Just get rid of the yellow. And again, Bowdoin has nothing in the house because they've been throwing hits all in. They don't have anything to sit on. Am I speaking too loudly?
No.
Am I being too mean? That's a yes. I don't think I'm being too mean.
It's
I'm
hard to
talking
really-
curling strategy.
No, also one thing that I think you forget is a lot is not whether or not you get a lot of points, because chances are you don't win, but you want to win end by end here, because you know this will improve your seeding. So I think there is a different trade-off here as well.
You're not going to win the end by hitting. You're going to win the end by making a draw somewhere where they can't get rid of it.
Now Kate
And
is.
Kai looks really light here.
I didn't see what the call was.
Actually,
I
it's
guess
not that
a draw
light.
Behind.
She might get this. Oh no, they could have played it for the split almost, but this is a nice shot.
Heavy.
If it stays, it stays. It's a nice shot. Behind the guard, they're sitting two. Oh, sorry, one.
Now
Sorry.
Amy is asking again for the same shot, the draw behind the guard. Just on top of the button,
Yeah.
maybe top four.
That was a beautiful shot the first time it was made. I'm
Yeah,
sure
it
it's
was
watching.
good. Also the hit to give
Yeah.
it away.
I'm gonna ask Molly to make this. The weight looks pretty nice to me. Maybe a little light. They're gonna go for it. They're on that sweep. I don't necessarily like playing for ends one, by the way. You should just play for the win. I don't necessarily think ends one
so the
is
thing
like.
is, I agree, but like
I think it's better than the point differential. I think it's a lot better,
because
but I don't
think-
necessarily agree with it as a tiebreaker.
So I mean, obviously the first tiebreaker is whether like the number of games
Yeah.
won. So a game won
Agreed.
is still
I agree.
better.
I know. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. This is a nice shot by James, taking it a bit.
No, but I agree.
Yeah.
If as a skip you think you
Gives
can
Bowdoin
still
not a
manage,
chance
then
at all
I
to
agree.
score. Yeah. But the thing is, ends one it favors skips. Because if you have a good skip, you can draw to the button when you're in trouble and win it in that way. And you can draw to the button if you have a center guard and win the end that way.
Yeah.
So ends one, I think, like it favors skips too much as opposed to team play.
That's an interesting. Yeah.
Because if you have a really strong skip or really experienced skip, right? Like you can imagine Cody's gonna win a ton of ends one,
Whereas I
right?
think high points you get by having
And same
a
with
good,
like Blake, for
good-
example.
Like you have a good front end who's going
Yeah.
to set you up. That's more of a team. Like a high end is really a team effort. As
Yeah,
opposed
exactly.
To, yeah, I think that's a fair.
But I don't agree with either as a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I don't agree with LSD either. Not just because it's a really horrible drug, but you know I
the
don't.
problem is we have 3 sheets, so we would like to
I know.
obviously do extra ends.
And I know.
And we will do for our final.
There hasn't been a good tiebreaker I really like. I'd rather just be a match. Like whoever's tied, play an extra match or something.
But then
We don't have time for that.
But then you do the schedule and try to. put
Yeah,
the
I know,
extra
I'm
games
not
in.
doing the schedule. Yeah.
I mean, I completely agree with you though.
Yeah. I understand
Oh,
there's
look on B. Look on B.
practicalities.
No. Oh,
Oh, it just nicked it.
so close.
Yeah.
Too close.
Mhm.
Who was this? Was this Kate or Emily?
I think it was Kate.
That was really close to be perfectly on the button. It was really good weight. Just sort of, and I think they shook on C.
You should come see.
Yeah, I'll just quickly update the scores.
And it looks like Colgate's sitting 2 here. And Amy's going to try to draw to count. Sorry, everyone watching. I'm a little sniffly.
Okay, sorry. The scores have been updated. And now, what's the situation on B, Patrick?
Currently, Colgate is sitting 2. Amy tried to draw and she came up short.
And now
And-
one drop left on each.
Yeah, on each. Yep. Skips the final skip zone. I think Emily will probably try to draw another one in here. Gonna come from the other direction, which makes sense. It might even be difficult for Amy to hit that back red one, just because the stones are very likely to overcurl. Yeah, it looks like Emily's gonna try to draw one in from this side. If she can get one in, they could potentially steal 3. That'd make for an exciting last end.
Now, just as an update, in Pool C currently, RPI is just ahead of SUNY 1, followed by Bowdoin and Yale 2, and tomorrow in that pool there'll be Villanova 2 playing Syracuse at 7 a.m.
Thanks for the update. Tournament master Fabian.
So our own home team, Yale 2, with the amazing Patrick Kwon, is most likely going to play Bowdoin tomorrow, later in the day. At I think 2:30 or something like that.
Yeah. How exciting.
Now, this is Emily's last drop on B.
This way looks pretty good. Line's really nice. It depends on the weight. It looks light actually. Gotta go hard all the way. It's gonna be really light actually. They got it over, so it's just gonna be a guard, but gives Amy a chance now to draw. She just needs almost full 8 essentially.
Full 8 is...
Full 8 to score 1.
For 1.
There aren't many great draw paths though. You can either come really wide on the right, or you can try to tap your own on the left. Try to draw between those two is actually very tricky. This is something I often tell you. Stones don't move straight by the time they reach the end of their path. They reach diagonally. And so if you're moving in the same diagonal as the port you're trying to go through, you actually have a lot less angle than you think.
Yeah.
I mean, you could throw a spinner to try to keep it straight, but the reality is the way Nemeg Ice is tonight and how swingy it is, I don't know if you can actually draw through that port. At least it's a lot more difficult than it looks. You'd have to just get by that yellow and hope that it still runs a little straight enough without crashing into the red. You're almost better off making the tap here.
So here we go. Ooh, that looks
Here we go. This looks pretty
So
heavy.
that could be the tap.
Could be the tap, I agree, especially if it's a little wide. It's not, it's pretty wide though, it's really wide.
And this might be... She gets it.
Oh no,
though.
she got it,
It's
but it's
heavy,
just
and
through.
now Kate is sweeping it through, so I think
Yeah,
this
it's
is
just heavy.
2, so we have
True
a drawn match in the 7th end going
Exciting.
44 into the
Exciting.
eighth and final end. Really good close match.
Really great match. 8-8 going to the last
I think
end.
so, right?
Yep.
Yes. That's the
SUNY Poly sitting
confirmation.
4 on sheet A. And this match looks pretty much over. I mean, Hamilton's probably going to try to draw here for 1. I don't know if they can throw anything else. And if they give up 4, they're going down 12-2 in the last end. It is actually impossible to come back.
Yep.
I can do math. I'm not an econ major, but I can do some math.
So you're in the minority here, really.
I'm the minority here. It's a correct assessment. Man, I've never seen so many econ majors at one curling tournament.
To this view again. And because Sheet B has actually overtaken Sheet A nearly by 2 ends, we can actually see both games playing in the same direction.
We're taking it by 2 ends.
Nice corner, slightly off center guard, sadly.
I'm sitting there and I'm like,
Corner guards there for Colgate. Not really what they want since they're trying to steal here. They need to steal 1, so they gotta play hard steal. This is the first done by Terran.
But to be honest, any guard at the moment is useful for them. Anything to hide behind.
True, you need guards when you're trying to steal, but you prefer to be closer to center.
So that's
It's better than nothing,
yeah.
but you'd prefer something that's much closer to center, because against a really good or experienced skip, you're not really going to outcount them by drawing something this size.
True.
They should be able to draw pretty close to the center. And Hamilton hogs their stone, unfortunately.
Okay, now
Emily's going to call something in right behind the guard, but they really should just put up another center guard here.
I didn't know what the heck I was until
A center guard here is more beneficial.
Okay, so let's see where this one ends up.
fashion. And I'm like, what?
And I'm sorry for all the SUNY fans that most of our interest is on Sheet B, but it's a fantastic match to watch and talk about.
Sorry to the SUNY fans and Hamilton 1
So it turns out, I
fans
think this
and the
is
Bowdoin
gonna be a
fans.
center guard,
Although we
but
did do a lot of talking in the Bowdoin match.
I think this is going to be...
This is looking like a really nice
draw
shot. Just make sure it's counted in the house.
I think it is.
And it is, yep.
It looks pretty varied.
I don't know why I said counting. There's no stones in the house. Just make sure it's in the house.
So it's about the third
Yeah.
visible, I think.
They're going to draw behind.
Amy is
but
calling the draw behind.
this is where I think if you're very comfortable in your draw way as skip, it's a bit too early to call a draw. You'd rather just get rid of things. And you have a stone in the house that you can throw at. So you might as well just hit it. And peel it or something. That guard is a little too high to protect it. But the shot looks pretty nice. It might be a little heavy, but the line's really nice.
Yeah. Terran throws a nice line, really nice
It's a really nice line. It's a little heavy.
Maybe in the back house, but I think it's going to stick around.
And it's going to stick around and count. That's a great shot.
Yeah.
But Emily should just come down and hit this now. Actually, she could freeze on it. Yeah, that's what she's calling.
Really
That's
good game calling from
yeah.
Emily here.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. If you could freeze on this and not remove it, you force them to throw a freeze. And if they miss it, you can throw a center guard to pretty much shut down this end.
Looks a bit
But this
light.
looks really light. Light and narrow by Cameron. Line's good, actually. Line's good. I changed my mind. Line's fine.
We should really move to Sheet
I know,
B.
we should really move to CP. It's hard. Can we do it with these headphones?
Yes, we can.
Oh, lovely. Let's do it.
Oh, wait, this is fantastic.
No, it's light.
Okay,
it's
we
light.
will-
It's light. But the line was much better than I thought.
Yeah, we were just wrong.
I just couldn't see the line from this angle.
So, Cameron, if you listen to this tomorrow, sorry, we were wrong.
Are you listening to our commentating, Michael Cohen?
Yeah.
I don't know why Fabian asked me to commentate, because usually when we end up doing this together, it's just 60% of me making fun of Fabian. Look at that face.
I'm nodding.
Anytime a second threw a stone through, when all they needed to do was get in the house, I gave Fabian a look of understanding. I know. This is a really good game. It was 8-4 and they scored 2 and then stole 2, Colgate. But this is not going to help Hamilton. Oh, fruit gushers.
Okay. Let it be noted that I tried to eat one.
So Emily is now calling Cameron to
Draw to there.
again
Yeah.
freeze onto the yellow.
How good. The Scooby-Doo ones are the best ones.
Or she's considering the race. What do you think about the race, Patrick?
What do you think? What?
About getting their red into the yellow.
I think it's early enough in the end. That's fine. It might be easier to throw actually than the draw. The draw's pretty hard.
Looks a bit wide for the.
But this is a little wide. Yeah, agreed.
No,
No, they're sipping it, but they shouldn't. It's just gonna come down the yellow.
Well,
that doesn't do anything. They're eventually still gonna have to count this yellow. So. I mean, it's tie game, so it doesn't matter what's in play. You just need to score one, either team, right? So the strategy's a bit different.
You could have taken like 17,000.
It's that time of the night. I'm pretty hungry. Just gonna eat snacks. My apologies for all the munching. If you're listening and you have the opportunity to come to our spiel, you should. We have a lot of yummy snacks. And I'll be running trivia tomorrow at 4 o'clock. It's going to be wonderful. The prize is amazing. I picked it out myself. Although this is a really nice shot for Hamilton, well, it looks like a really nice shot for Hamilton, it's actually not great. They're calling it hit here, but what they probably should have called for Colgate was just to tap this back a couple inches and sit right on top of it. Because that way they give a pocket where they're counting stone and there's nowhere for it to leave. So making the shot is not... I mean, that's okay. That's not a horrible result. But Hamilton putting a stone on the bun is not the best thing. They're going to put a center guard up here. If they make this, they're in good shape. But at the moment, I think Emily should have called a soft tap on the yellow on the bun and just push it back maybe a foot. What would you have called there, Michael Collin?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because getting rid of it doesn't do much for you either. If you just sit right there, they're just gonna hit you right back anyway, and they're gonna be higher and higher on the bun anyway. Yeah. Did you see our fruit by the foot competition earlier between Christine and I?
I heard about it.
It was the stuff of legends. She beat me, deservedly so. They got the center guard off the corner guard, and they're in good shape now. Hamilton's in great shape to score one. Well, two, but all you need is one when it's a tie game and it's last then. This end is definitely not blanking as of now.
Would you call the peel of that guard right now, or would you try to get down to?
That's a hard call. If you're really comfortable in your team's strong ability, the best shot here is to draw right on top of the yellow. Like corner freeze it. Because then they can't get rid of that stone. And if you can get anything to hit your own red stone, you get rid of their yellow, and you're counting stone. The important thing is to throw like T-line around T-line white here. But they're throwing a lot of weight, and it looks like they're trying to just get rid of the yellow. But this is looking pretty good. It should get the yellow, but it's probably gonna roll out. It's by the yellow. It's gonna hit the yellow, but it's gonna roll out. Kate's made a couple shots like that tonight, and that's a really nice shot.
But it sticks around.
It gives them space now to draw there. But the perfect shot, if you're really comfortable in your team's strong ability, is to draw on top of it. And then that way, with your next shot, you can throw a little bit more weight, hit out the yellow, and then you can have two stones frozen and counting over their stone. It's a lot to ask for. It's like a lot of really tough shots thrown one right after the other. But at a really high level, that's probably what I would have called.
What is he being voluntold? What was I being voluntold?
You could peel too, technically, but then they're probably just going to put it back. And that guard ultimately helps you if you're trying to steal. Like, even if the other team can throw run backs, that guard is still important to leave there. Because the more you get rid of that, they're always going to have a hit for one, right? And that's all they need to win. Like the team with hammers. So you really want to keep the center guard. Hamilton tried to draw behind here, and they just ended up a little short. A lot short, I should say, actually. They leave a pretty high off-center guard. And it's going to be up to Colgate now to try to get something behind and outcount this back yellow.
Oh! Whoa! Sorry, you might not have seen this on the screen, but Amy slipped over a rock that was slightly misplaced, but I don't think she...
Someone just yelled concussion protocol in the war room. She looks like she's okay, though.
She looks okay, gave everybody in the team the thumbs up, so...
Why is it so dead? Oh.
My mom boils water.
Okay, so now the draw for Emily. Draw button.
Draw button. Pretty straightforward. It's all about execution now. The shot calls are can be pretty similar every time. There's just a race to the button. That was a really nice shot by Kate to get rid of that yellow. That gives them a lot of room to draw and outcount the Yellowstone.
Basically, all they need is full 8.
That's like the second shot Kate's made like that tonight, right? She made one earlier that was also like that, where she had to get around a guard and get rid of a stone that's on the button.
That was a great shot.
It was a great shot. You're still muted, by the way.
Was that the...
Am I?
Yep.
Is it Game of Thrones theme still?
Yeah,
I can't hear you anyway.
Let's have a look. No? I think you muted your ears.
My ears muted?
Yeah. And it's not out counting.
It's not kind of yellow.
But you can tap it.
It's a nice shot. I mean, it's just a little light.
It's tappable.
Anything's tappable, Fabian, as long as it's above the tee.
That's guarded.
Jaywalking hack is not
Now Amy going to the other side of the ice, getting ready to throw her first rock.
Why are you assaulting your boy? Abby. Purposely.
Looks like they're gonna try to call a draw around, but they do run the risk coming this way of tapping the red accidentally. But this looks pretty wide. The weight's pretty good for that width, for being that wide.
And
But oh, I might just hit that. I might just go out of play.
And that's
Yeah, it's out of play. You need to catch it. Yeah. It's way too wide.
Same shot again with the tap opportunity.
Yeah. Gotta tap it.
Kate,
I mean, you can come the other way through that port. You could come with the other handle. But it looks like she's going to choose to go this way again.
No, I know, but it would determine if they went on the drop.
Fun.
Wait, no.
So here we go, last shot for Colgate for tonight.
What?
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Actually, I'm not wearing
Looks like a nice line.
Emily just limited stone. It looks pretty good off the release. Maybe a little heavy though.
But
They're going for the tap. It looks still heavy for the tap though.
I agree.
They need a very little of this raw.
Looks good.
It looks good though. It looks good though. Yeah. It's a great shot.
Very nice.
Beautiful shot.
Very nice shot. On the button.
Right on the top four. It's a beautiful shot by Emily. It was a little heavy, but because it only got about an eighth of the rock, that was ended up being perfect. But if it hit too much of the rock, that's through. I guess you throw a run back now. or you channel your inner Kate and try to get that right by the guard shot onto the red. I mean, either one, but it's basically get rid of this red for the win. She's looking at the run back, I think. She's like, it's just nose. And she's right. It is just nose. Easier said than done, though. It's a long distance, yeah. But the good thing is it's straight, right? Like, it's not one of those, like, weird, like, 10-degree angles or whatever that you have to, like, measure out. Like, if you hit it pretty close to the middle, it's gonna make it. And if you get to like half a rock on the other side, you've definitely missed it.
Okay, here we go. Last shot of tonight.
You're saying last shot of the night, but what if
No, this is not
what
gonna
if it nicks the red and the red ends up being the exact same distance from that yellow and it ends up being a blank?
Okay, anyway, here we go.
It's close. No, it's under curling.
But
Oh no, just missed it.
Misses.
Yeah. Great game.
one Colgate.
And Colgate steals
Now-
one in the 8th to steal the match.
So you can look forward tomorrow at 7 a.m. We have UPenn versus Harvard, Cornell versus RIT, and Syracuse versus Villanova too. So thanks very much for watching, and see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.